Vice President JD Vance is in Indianapolis today. He is expected to meet with members of the GOP Senate caucus about redistricting. This happens to be the VP's second trip to Indy in just the last 2 months. Our Jenna Webster joins us at the State Library right now with the very latest on the visit. Jenna.
Well, yeah, Anne-Marie, we did see the motorcade arrive here at the State Library about 10:30. As of right now, we do believe he is still inside. We have not seen the motorcade leave, but we do anticipate that happening really any minute now, because at 11:18, we did see Governor Braun post also confirming that they did discuss redistricting today. I want to read you what he said. "I appreciated the thoughtful discussion about how our state is serving Hoosiers through common sense and strong leadership. We discussed redistricting and the importance of ensuring fair representation for every Hoosier. I look forward to continuing our partnership to keep Indiana and America moving in the right direction." Again, the Vice President arrived about an hour and a half ago. This is his second visit in 2 months to Indiana. We can't forget that Republican lawmakers also traveled to the White House in D.C. Just weeks after the Vice President's first visit in August. You know, what they exactly have discussed inside this meeting with Republican lawmakers. We're going to be working to learn that a little bit more later today, and kind of how lawmakers are reacting, if this has changed their mind at all. But they were reportedly meeting with the Senate caucus because that is reportedly where some of the holdout is when it comes to redistricting. We did talk to an IU political science professor yesterday who believes this second visit from Vance is just them putting the pressure on this to get this done. Again, Texas has redistricted. They've redrawn their maps. Missouri has redrawn their maps. Indiana has been discussing it now for months, but we haven't really seen any movement towards calling a special session. Governor Braun has said that could be between November and early next year in January. He says he really wants it to be this kind of organic decision from lawmakers that they feel comfortable doing it. So again, kind of in a holding pattern to see if that special session is called. But you know, if this IU professor wants to say that Vance is putting the pressure on Indiana lawmakers to get this done, I think that's something that Democrats really feel is happening. A few weeks ago when Pete Buttigieg was here at that rally at the State House, it was something that Democrats talked about a lot, really focusing on comments that Braun made on a Fort Wayne radio station, WOWO. And I want to read you that direct quote. He said, "If we try to drag our feet as a state on it, probably we'll have the consequences of not working with the Trump administration as tightly as we should." That's a direct quote from what he said on the radio station. He later clarified to 21 Alive News, our NBC affiliate there, that he was talking about maybe missing out on benefits from the federal government, such as the Department of Agriculture. That actually is an organization that filed a FOIA request last week to see for any written communication between the governor and the White House when it comes to redistricting. It'll likely be a long time before we learn if anything comes out of that request. So a lot of different opinions from Democrats and Republicans about what might happen. But again, in that holding pattern to see kind of what comes out of that meeting with the Vice President today, Anne.
All right, Jenna Webster reporting live for us today. Thank you very much. Very comprehensive insight to what's setting the table for this. This is a live look at the State House downtown right now. Hoosiers are gathering there. They are rallying against the redistricting efforts. Their opinion, Indiana does not need to be a part of the agenda that Washington insiders are pushing. This rally comes after the Indiana Democratic Party issued a statement surrounding the VP's trip today. We looked at it and it says in part, quote, "Republicans are incredibly scared of facing the voters in the midterm elections in just a year's time. They know that Hoosiers and Americans are feeling the pressure from rising health care premiums, shrinking child care options, and tariff taxes, raising costs and putting families' farms in danger." We're going to stay on it. We've got our teams all ready for comprehensive coverage for you as we continue to follow the developments from the rally today, and also how that meeting with the Vice President went with our GOP lawmakers. Our news coverage continues 24/7 on all WTHR platforms, and our next newscast after this one will be at 4 o'clock this afternoon.